Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited to be showing you my tiny garden today. It's probably the tiniest garden you'll ever see. Excuse all the background noise. I do live in an apartment, so there's probably going to be some construction or cars driving by or whatever. So yeah, I wanted to show you my cool garden. And I wanted to start off by showing you here, this is my kale here. This is like a baby kale. It didn't do really well because of just how my whole garden is positioned. So you'll notice that this is a apartment patio. So I don't have much space to work with. So we use vertical space and I don't have much light to work with. So it's very difficult. You'll see that some of the plants have grown in a certain way towards the light because of how it is. All right, so yeah, so this one is the baby kale, and this did not do as well as I thought it would. I'm excited to harvest it though. It's just a little bit. I wanted to plant certain seeds that I thought would do well with low light, because that's where I'm struggling, right? I have a lot of low light situation going on. This one, however, the lemon balm here did amazing. So I'm loving this. This is like my pride and joy of my garden. And I'm just loving how hardy and amazing this plant is. I'm gonna be harvesting this and pretty much everything else soon because it's gonna get colder and I want to go ahead and harvest everything before it's too cold. So that's going to be our next video. We're going to do some harvesting and stuff like that and making lots of cool things. This one is my sage here. I got this from a local nursery. It's called the Berggarten sage, and it was also labeled as wise old sage, and I just love that. I picked it up and I've been enjoying it ever since. It hasn't grown as bushy as I wanted it. I think, as you can see how it's grown out with the low light, you know, I think it needs quite a bit more light, but it's survived and it's done okay, so I'm happy with it. So this plant that I have here, I thought was a I thought was a cabbage plant. And then I realized later on that this one must be the collard greens. So I love this guy. I love how well it did even in the low light. It's just one collard green plant. But I've been really enjoying it. And I'll be harvesting this one with the kale and I'm gonna cook it up and make something. So I'm not sure if you can see this one too well. These are my beans. They didn't do well in these pots. And I'm not really sure what happened. I think maybe there was something in the soil or, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. But these did not do well at all. And it's interesting because, as you can see, this bean over here did really, really well. I really love this vine going here. I love that it's provided privacy and it grew so fast. So next year I'm gonna grow a vine on here too and see how it does. Maybe I can find something that will be really hardy and resistant to disease, maybe like a climbing bean. I think that's what I'm gonna do next year, some kind of climbing bean, and maybe some squash too. So this was kombucha squash and I loved it because it grew super fast, and even though it kind of has this like disease and everything, it was really nice to grow. And I'm gonna figure out what this is and maybe try and prevent that in the future. So this the lily plant that we were talking about, Henry actually gifted that to me as a surprise, and man, we really enjoyed the flowers. They were really lovely. So this one over here was also gifted to me by Henry, and this is a Spanish lavender. It produced amazing, beautiful, like round purple buds flowers that were just really lovely. This one, as you can see, here, let me turn it around. So because of our low light situation, this one was, so it's growing this way, right? So it was actually placed right up against the railing here. And what happened was that it grew towards the light. So I turned it around to try and get it to grow the other way, which it's kind of doing. But there was so much weight on this side that it's actually kind of completely falling to that other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna harvest this side first and try and get it to balance out a little bit. There's so much weight on this other side. And then look at this stem. Like, this is just amazing. Here, let me see if I can focus. This is so cool. I think this stem is really, really cool. So this is my tiny garden. And I hope you guys liked it. I like how there's some room under here for me to store my watering can and extra containers. That one down there, the small one, I thought was calendula, but I think this is actually spinach. So as you can see, I didn't do a good job of labeling my garden this year. That's another thing I'm gonna improve on for next year. So this I'm gonna harvest for tea and all kinds of things. I'm gonna make all kinds of things out of the lavender and out of the sage too. So I'm loving it. This is like my little slice of heaven over here. And then of course the table that Henry got me and all my things over there that have been bathing outside. So this is another really cool thing. I love this hanger here. My aunt got it for me and I'm excited to hang some plants on it and do all kinds of creative things with it. We originally wanted to put it on the railing here, but it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit down here on the bottom. So we put it over here and I like it in the corner and I'm excited to do more things with it. So it's a tiny space, but it offers a place of creativity. It offers a place of, you know, salvation. I love my tiny garden. And I want to experiment more with vertical space. We are gonna probably put some hangers up here, do some more hanging plants, all kinds of cool things. I don't know if you guys have any vertical space ideas, even anything that we can, like, I don't know, do something with the walls. Let me know in the comments. And let me know how your garden's doing this year, what plants succeeded, what plants didn't, what you might do differently. I really want to hear and I'll definitely reply. So this is my outdoor garden. Let me show you all my plants on the inside. Here is my indoor garden. I love this so much because I can just do the dishes and, sorry for the dishes. I can just do the dishes and, you know, just enjoy these plants and the sunshine and the birds with the tree and everything. So this is some jewelweed medicine. This is going to go into a salve right here. It's been sitting in the sun and soaking up some good stuff. These are my cute little baby plants. I'm not exactly too sure of their names, but I love them. This one is a amazing samurai plant. This one actually was labeled as rare when I got it from the plant nursery. So I think it's a rare plant and it has some really cool moss growing down there. Oh, I love it. I love my samurai plant. This is another one of my babies, which hasn't been doing quite well. I think because of the low light. And then this one sprig was gifted to me from a friend. This one Henry got me as a present, and I love this plant so much. I have no idea what it is, but I love it. It reminds me of moss and it makes me so happy, and you can see it how it's growing out. This succulent I bought quite some time ago. The larger one grew, and then now there's like little babies on the bottom. So cute. So you can see how it's growing towards the light. So again, that's an issue that I've been dealing with. Here's some aloes that I have in the kitchen. They're doing fine, and all the aloes I have actually came off of one mother aloe, And that one I've actually had since New York City. Henry gifted it to me in New York City because we had a tiny window about half the size of this and just one windowsill, and he knew how important it was for me to just have a garden, even if it was one plant. So that aloe has actually come with us from New York City all the way to here and given us lots of little aloe babies. So let me show you my other aloe plants. This is my aloe plant, or aloe plants, and I think I have to separate a whole bunch of them. But one of these is the mom that came with us from New York City. One of them is. This is Henry's aloe plant, and we were hoping it would take up more of the pot, so hopefully it will. I'm not really sure about what to do to make sure that it grows larger. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's Henry's aloe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is not probably too exciting. It's my teeny tiny garden, but it's my little slice of heaven, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave some comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.